the Laois job, how did this come about? Is this something you were looking to do?
No, it probably wasn't, Joe. I suppose if I'm truthful, it came around kind of accidentally. A friend of mine, I suppose, mentioned in passing, and I kind of said, yeah, I said I would be interested in talking to someone, and it probably escalated quickly from there. And it was only when maybe I got a phone call from, the committee that was tasked with setting it up that I really kind of put the thinking cap on and kind of said, well, yeah, what am I going to do here? So, look, I suppose I lived in Portlaoise for about 7 years. I would have been familiar with the setup up there and certainly the potential of some of the players and maybe having a finger on the pulse locally. So in a way, there's probably a connection there. So after that, then, yeah, look, I sat down and it was something that it was a challenge that appealed to me.
And is this the kind of thing where you have to go through some kind of interview process, or were they generally pretty upfront about saying, look, if you want this and you think you're happy to do it, then we'd love to have you, or did you have to go through interviews?
I know you had to go through the process. I think, to be fair, there was a couple of other candidates that put their hat in the ring, and I think, in fairness, look, to everyone, you're entering the race as an equal, and so it was after that then that you sat down, before the committee that was tasked with setting it up, did an interview with them, and then I suppose it developed from there, and you went and sat down with the county board, and I presume it's something like that goes on generally in most places. So. Yeah, look, it was, I suppose, from the point of view of putting together, I suppose, a resume, and there I use that word, but you had to submit, I suppose, what your credentials were and maybe what your aspirations were. I think, you can't just trade on the profile of your name alone, I think, nowadays, and certainly you'd have to have, I don't think you can kind of be a bit of a journeyman, really. I think when you take on something like that, I think you have to be serious and you have to be fair to whoever it is you're going to go and work with.